Today, I'm going to teach you 5 quick steps so that you can reach motivated sellers, start closing some deals, and more importantly, start making some money. Let's go. Real estate wholesaling has always been and will always be a people business. Yeah, we're transacting houses in this particular situation, but nonetheless, the people factor will never go away. So what does that mean for you? Well, the more homeowners you talk to specifically, the more opportunities that you're gonna have on landing some deals. So if you're asking yourself, well, Carlos, what do I gotta do to actually start putting myself in front of opportunities? What is it gonna take for me to get in front of people and actually start taking some shots? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 quick tips on how you can do just that. Get in front of motivated sellers so you can start negotiating some deals. Step number 1 is you gotta decide on what market you're gonna go after. Whether you're in Phoenix, Memphis, Texas, Oklahoma, it doesn't matter. You have to identify a targeted market. Step number 2, you're gonna have to identify a list that you wanna go after. Well, what that means is you're gonna have to go to a company like littered.com and you're gonna have to pull some raw information. And that information more than likely is going to have the prospect's name and home address. Step number 3, you're gonna have to filter and organize these lists. If you're going for specifically single family residential homes, well then that's what you're gonna have to filter out so you're not going after commercial properties and other things like that. You don't want a bunch of extra stuff in there that's not gonna be useful to you. Step number 4, you're gonna have to skip trace. For those of you that don't know what skip tracing is, well, all that information that you retrieved from listiva.com, you're gonna have to get phone numbers for those prospects. That's right, Listiva gave you names and addresses. Well, now you need phone numbers. That's when skip tracing comes into play. So you have to go to a company like needtoskip.com and start skip tracing so you can actually get all the information you're gonna need in order for you to start making contact to these folks. Step number 5, that's right, you're gonna have to start marketing. So how are you gonna contact these folks? Are you gonna cold call them? You do have the phone number. Are you gonna send them direct mail? You have the addresses. Right? There's so many different ways. And if you watch one of my previous videos, I talk about marketing all the time. There's text blasting, ring list voicemail, pay-per-click, cold calling, direct mail, the list goes on and on and on. So many different ways for you to actually make contact with these individuals. All right, so you go to listiva.com and you pull the following list because these are some of my favorite lists. The no data list, what does that mean? Well, for some crazy reason, the systems out there don't have a record of when the property was sold, how much it was sold for, how much equity the property has. I love those particular properties because you just don't know what you're gonna get. You can take some pretty big swings and make some pretty big profits with that particular list. Another one of my favorite lists is the absentee list. What does that mean? Well, the homeowner doesn't live in the property. It's either a secondary home or it's a rental for them. So they don't have a lot of emotional attachment to it. I always love to pull the absentee list from Listiva with 20% or more equity. And if you're wondering, well, what does 20% or more equity mean? Well, it just means that they at least have 20% equity in their property. It gives you enough room to negotiate a deal with that particular homeowner. Another one of my favorite lists is the tax default list. What does that mean? It means that these particular homeowners are behind on their taxes. More than likely there's some distress involved and they're gonna have to make a deal at some point because if they don't act in a specific time frame, they will eventually lose the house to auction. Another one of my favorite lists is the 20-year plus ownership. That means that these homeowners have owned the property for 20 plus years. You know, in most cases, you can actually get a good deal on those properties. I also love to pull the seniors list from listiva.com with 20% or more equity. Now, the seniors list, that is a very specific community of 55 years and older. So keep that in mind. There's gonna be some limitations involved because you're going after a specific neighborhood that houses 55 years of age or more seniors. All right, so you made it this far in the video. Let me just drop some more niche lists for you that I love. And by the way, if you're getting some value, do me a huge favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and comment down below. Love to see your feedback. Some more niche lists that have made us a lot of money is the vacant list. Absolutely love the vacant list from listiva.com. You definitely got to go check that out. The probate list, if you're going to do the probate list, you got to go to successorsdata.com to pull the most effective probate list. Pre-foreclosures, listiva.com. I'm telling you, listiva.com has become my #1 source when it comes to pulling lists. I used to use a company called ListSource. I started getting better results with listiva.com. Haven't stopped since. If it ain't broken, why fix it, right? Negative equity and inheritance, same thing, listiva.com. Code violations, there's a lot of people out there that love the code violations list. You gotta go to flipthisrealestatelist.com. Let them know that I sent you. You will get a discount. All right, guys, so I just shared with you 5 quick steps that you can use today to contact motivated sellers. Not only did I do that, but I also provided some of my favorite niche lists. My hope is that you actually get out there, you start implementing, executing, taking massive action, and start making some deals happen. If you found this video entertaining, educational, informative in any way, share with somebody who needs to see this video. And once again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. We're really trying to grow this channel specifically for you. And we love to hear your feedback, so comment down below. I'll talk to you very soon.